Hello yoga friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica, and today we'll be doing a 20-minute yin sequence, all for the spine. We'll be needing one prop, just a yoga block, or maybe a thick book, or even a thick cushion for supported bridge pose towards the end of class. So just place your prop just by the side of your mat, and we'll begin in child's pose. So bringing our feet together, knees nice and wide. Let's bring our forehead down to the mat. Fingertips towards the front of the mat, settling into this gentle hip opener here. Fluttering the eyes closed or taking a soft gaze and evening out the breath. And we'll start our practice by setting an intention. Anything that comes to mind is wonderful. And if nothing comes to mind, you can always use this one. I accept myself as enough. I accept myself as enough. And whatever intention you chose for yourself, begin to inhale the energy from that beautiful intention in through the nose, deep into the belly. And open the mouth, sigh, exhale out anything extra you may have brought onto your mat today. Let's do that one more time, inhaling that intention through the nose, deep into the belly. And open the mouth, sigh, exhale out anything extra. Evening the breath back out. Knowing you can always return to your intention throughout your practice and perhaps throughout the rest of your day today. And we're going to remain here, breathing in our child's pose. On your next few rounds of breath, option to gently roll your forehead back and forth on your mat, massaging your third eye here. And if you are rolling your forehead back and forth, gently come back to center. Taking one more round of breath here. And then lowering ourselves all the way down to our bellies. Bringing the forehead down to the mat. Let's bring both palms on the outsides of the mat, elbows to the sky, and tent up on our fingers. We're going to take another transitional pose by coming into baby cobra on our next inhale. Lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Exhale, lower that right shoulder and right side of the face down to the mat. Breathing here for 3 rounds of breath. Next inhale, come back to that cobra, and exhale, left shoulder and left side of face to the mat. 3 rounds of breath. And inhale back to that baby cobra, taking 1 round of breath here. And next, exhale, lower the forehead down to the mat, bringing the palms underneath the shoulders And slide those fingertips towards the front of the mat, bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders, setting up for Sphinx Pose, all 10 fingers spread wide. And we'll settle in here in this Sphinx Pose, knowing that if sensation becomes too much in the lower back, you can just bring your fingertips just a little bit forward, lessening the curvature in that back. An option to stay here in your Sphinx Pose. Or maybe try straightening the elbows, pushing through the palms, coming up to seal. Wherever you choose to be, we'll take 5 more rounds of breath. And on your next exhale, gently lower everything down to the mat, bringing your forehead to the mat, palms underneath the shoulders. Taking 1 round of breath here. And next inhale, let's press up and find a seat on our bum, setting up for caterpillar pose. So taking a seat here, straightening both legs out in front of us, flexing the feet. Let's inhale, both arms overhead, and exhale, forward fold over those legs for caterpillar. Option to place the hands maybe on the shins or around the balls of the feet or the heels. Whatever works for your body today. Releasing that head and neck. Maybe getting deeper into the pose on every exhale, or celebrating where you are. You can also incorporate your block by resting your forehead on your block, placing the block maybe on top of your legs. Or just allowing your head to hang. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath here. And on your next inhale, gently roll up vertebrae by vertebrae to a seated position. And let's lower all the way down on our backs. Inhaling both knees into the chest here. Bringing the arms out to a T. Next, exhale, lower those legs over to the right for a supine twist. Making sure the left shoulder remains in contact with the mat, an option to gaze over the left fingertips. And next, inhale. Gently bring the legs back to center. And exhale those legs over to the left for supine twist on the opposite side, making sure that right shoulder remains in contact with the earth. An option to gaze over the right fingertips. And on your next inhale, gently bring those legs up to center. Maybe grabbing both the shins with the hands, pulling yourself up into a ball, giving yourself a nice big hug. Before releasing the soles of the feet on the ground, knees to the sky, setting up for supported bridge, grabbing your prop, making sure the legs are hip-width distance apart here. On your next inhale, we're gently going to press through the feet, lift the pelvis just enough to slide your prop underneath your tailbone, and settle in to supported bridge. Maybe allowing the arms to come down by the sides, maybe rest on the belly. Whatever feels comfortable here. Coming back to that even breath. And if you'd like a little bit more sensation here in your supported bridge, You can experiment with straightening the legs, knowing that if anything ever becomes too much, just adjust. Do what your body needs in this moment. And the option to stay here in your supported bridge, or maybe bring the legs up in the air for a waterfall. I'm not going to be here too long, just using this waterfall maybe as a transition, or feel free to stay in your supported bridge. And if you are in waterfall, on your next exhale, bring the soles of the feet down to the mat, coming back into supported bridge. And next inhale, let's all lift the pelvis, sliding our prop out from underneath us, lowering the pelvis down on the mat. Let's take a few windshield wipers from side to side with the legs, before moving into Shavasana, final resting pose. Maybe straightening both legs out, taking a traditional Shavasana, or maybe coming into constructive rest by bringing the soles of the feet about as wide as the mat and knocking the knees in. This is extra gentle for the lower back here. Adjusting the arms, maybe resting them on the belly or heart, or just by the sides. And closing the eyes. Scanning the body for any tension we can exhale. And just let go. I will let you know when it's time to come out of your Shavasana. But for now, simply rest. And you are welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. But if you'd like to close out class with me, begin to bring awareness back to your breath. Introducing some movement, maybe by wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling out the wrists and ankles. Maybe reaching arms overhead, legs long, giving yourself a nice good morning stretch. Before rolling onto one side for a fetal position, knees bent, using your bottom arm as a pillow. And next, inhale, press up into a Sukhasana, easy pose. Inhaling, hands to heart center, maybe keeping the eyes closed here in a soft gaze. I want to thank you for coming to practice with me today. We'll close our class with the sound of Om, inhaling through the nose deep into the belly. Om. And keeping your hands at your heart, or maybe bringing thumbs to third eye. May the light and love in me recognize and honor the light and love in you. Namaste.